a few months ago, I was at 4,300 a month in my SMMA. And then I lost all of my clients. It's kind of funny to think that I was at that point because I was so uninformed and I just had no idea what I was doing. But there's a few major mistakes I made that I'm going to go through with you so you don't make those same mistakes. I was perfectly set up for $6,000 a month by May, but I threw it all in the trash because I made these 3 mistakes, which I really hope I can save you from. Because a lot of people say, just deliver results and then the clients will pour in. When it rains, it pours. And that's true. But when you do the opposite, you burn down everything. Most gurus say that you can just completely outsource everything and you don't need to learn about service delivery. This can be true, but the type of people that want to outsource everything and not work on their business are not the same types of people that are going to spend a pretty penny to get the much more expensive and experienced media buyer compared to the cheaper, less expensive media buyer. Originally, I did exactly what I shouldn't have. I bought the cheap media buyer. He did his job and that was it. And that might sound fine to you, but when you don't know anything about service delivery, you need someone that's going to go above and beyond to teach you what they're doing and just tell you everything that's going on. It's like having 2 different video editors. One video editor you decide to cheap out on and not pay for the unlimited revisions package. He edits your vlog, you spend about $100 on it, and he did his job. There's cuts, transitions, maybe some color grading, background music, but that's about it. All of the things you want changed in it, he either ghosts you because he doesn't want to change it because you didn't pay for revisions, or the edits that he makes just aren't in line with the style that you wanted. Therefore, they won't get the results that you think they will when you post it on YouTube. Video editor number 2, though, you spend the pretty penny. You spend the amount to actually get those unlimited revisions and to have the video completed exactly in your vision and exactly how you know it's going to perform well on YouTube. So maybe you spent $400 on the more expensive guy, but that long-term value of having a video with a higher chance of success is much more valuable than that extra $300 you spent on. So the media buyer that I cheaped out on was probably the least informative person that I've ever worked with. He wouldn't explain why certain things would happen in ad campaigns. Things would just go wrong, and he'd be like, oh, I'll make some changes. Or he'd leave me on red for maybe 7 messages at a time. And this was all while my cost per lead was reaching about $150 as he was not updating me. Now just imagine that. You don't know anything about service delivery. You get your first media buyer who you think is going to be an expert. They don't update you with what's happening. You're getting people, leads, from the different city that your client works in. And on top of that, your cost per lead is sky high, and he won't tell you why. You don't know why because you don't know service delivery. So what? What's the alternative? The alternative is buying the expensive media buyer that teaches you, why is this happening? Why am I doing this? I need you to do this. That was the thing. With the cheap media buyer, I was telling him, dude, I will do whatever you need. Just tell me what I need to do for the ads to succeed. And he wouldn't tell me. With the expensive media buyer, I ask him, what do I need to do? He tells me everything. I do it. He does the rest. He updates me. It's perfect. And if you're someone that's watching this and you disagree with me and you think that you should be paying these Indians $2 an hour or $200 a month just because they do the job, Rich Dad Poor Dad talks a lot about investing a lot of money into professionals, and it's because they've spent a long time learning about their field. And in doing so, when you pay someone a lot of money, you're getting someone that's experienced, that's gonna teach you what they know. And on top of that, by them implementing their years and years of experience into your business, maybe you lose out on a decent amount of money when you pay them, but the value they provide long-term for your business is insane. Just like having a good accountant that makes sure that you don't spend money on random shit, having a good media buyer makes sure that the results you get for your ads are sky high. And on top of that, he makes sure that you have all the information on why you're doing what you're doing. And anyways, why are you even worried about profit margins? Amazon wasn't profitable for 9 fucking years. If you started your SMMA in the last 6 months and you're expecting 70% profit margins, are you a dickhead? You're building a business, not a gimmick, okay? Fine, in the future you can have high profit margins. Of course I want high profit margins. But when starting out, if you just say fuck it to your profit margins and you go for the best service possible, don't think for a second that you won't be able to scale that up into high profit margins by upselling them. When you provide such a good service, the ball is in your court for how much you can charge. As long as you're making them a 4 to 6x return, they are completely fine with paying whatever fee you have. So invest a lot into a good media buyer, and then once you start getting them results, then start raising the price of your service until your profit margins balance out. Mistake number 2 is not knowing service delivery. This kind of ties in with the first one, but I really want to emphasize this because this sort of ties into the first one, but when I mean learn service delivery, I don't mean watch some Facebook ad YouTube videos and think that's learning service delivery. Fine, that'll help, but you could watch one 10-minute video and that's all you need. There's thousands of different campaign structures and strategies out there, and you can't only rely on those. What you need to do is you need to start offering your service at either a discounted or a free rate. Keep in mind, if it is a free rate, don't think that you're going to be able to eventually upsell that client into a 4K, 5K a month package just because they know you're inexperienced. But I am telling you, you will learn so much in your first month from running Facebook ads. My first month, I completely flunked because I had no idea what I was doing. Second month, it's like I'm running a new business. My service delivery is 10 times better. I'm leveraging a better funnel, better softwares, and I know exactly what's going on. By working on service delivery, you kind of know the gaps in your service. You know what you need to fill in and what sucks about your service and what can be better. For example, with my first month of my service, when I would get leads on the rare occasion, the business owner would have to be extremely involved in constantly checking Go High Level to text them and make sure I'm telling them they sent a message, can you reply? They did this, can you move them in the pipeline? Can you do this? And now I've solved that issue. I found out that from the point of getting a lead to a free consultation that I would book that lead, there was a ton of work that my clients needed to do. How can I solve that? Exactly what I did is I found this program a Pointwise. It literally does that entirely for me. I don't have to tell the clients to look at the Go High Level and contact them and do this and answer this specific question about the business. It's like having an AI receptionist. You give them information about the business and it uses that to start having conversations with your leads, and from there it can literally book appointments right into your Go High Level calendar. The reason why this is so important and it's different from Go High Level automations is that Go High Level automations are automated. They don't change based on if a customer throws you a curveball question. This AI, you can preload with information about the business so it can answer any questions. It removes tire kickers for businesses and it literally books them right into their calendar. This is game changing. It's like finding out about Go High Level in 2021. So it's basically 10xing my service. So if you're interested too, it's a complete no-brainer. You're shooting yourself in the foot by not using this program. Click the link in my description, use my referral link, and you will get a 7-day free trial. In that 7-day free trial, you literally get an onboarding call with the CEO and the founder of the program so they can teach you about it. And there's also a module with a ton of courses where you can learn everything. It is the perfect platform and it's a necessity. So click my referral link in the description, Sign up for a Pointwise now and you will not regret it. Mistake number 3 is your lack of funnel structure. This is not talked about enough, and you might not even know what I'm talking about. But when I first started Facebook ads, all I thought it was making a creative, posting it, doing some targeting, and hope people click on it. That is so far from the truth. That might have been 2015, 2016, but now with the amount of privacy regulations on Facebook, you don't have that much leverage when it comes to actually attracting your ideal customer and being right in front of the people that are ready to buy. You need to do that work yourself. And I used to be so stubborn with this. All I want to do is Facebook ads. I don't want to touch Google. I don't want to make landing pages. I don't want to do SEO. You can pay people to do that for you. So the huge problem with just running your ads, making a creative, posting it, and hope it gets put right in front of your customer's ICP is because you're targeting a cold audience. These people don't know who you are. So within a 30 to 60 second ad, you need to 1, make sure they know who your brand is. 2, make sure they know what you do. 3, make sure they know your USP. When I mean you, I mean your client. 4, what's the offer? And 5, how do I buy? 5 things in one ad in 60 seconds? Like, if you can even fit that, good luck. And if someone's going to watch the whole thing, good luck. Are they going to convert? No. You've got all these hoops they've got to jump through. It's nearly impossible. So how did I fix this? I started making 3 separate campaigns for my Facebook ads. I had my top of funnel campaign that would target a cold audience that I wouldn't even try to sell to. I'm spending $70 a day from my clients to an audience that I'm not even trying to sell to. All I'm doing is building up eyes, making sure I get as much volume as possible so I can retarget them in the middle funnel. That's where I get to it, the middle funnel. This is where most of your sales are going to happen. It should be about 30% or $30 of your ad spend, and this is where you retarget people that have seen your advertisements, seen your Instagram page, or been on the website. That's what I'm talking about, landing pages. And Google, you need to make your own landing pages using Go High Level for your clients. Bottom of funnel is people that have visited your website from the middle of funnel content or seen more than 50% of your middle of funnel content without going to your website. You retarget those people, get them to go to your custom landing page again, and boom, you're going to have a much higher chance of closing these people. This is another thing that my media buyer solves and teaches me. Before this, I had no idea about Google, no idea about Google Analytics, Google Tags, and frankly, I didn't want to know. It was so much more knowledge that I almost wanted to shun out because I was scared of it. Now I'm paying him very, very well, and I'm paying my VAs about $15 an hour that are from Pakistan, which is like goddamn doctor's salary over there. They're making me the best scripts so I can make the best creatives, and then my media buyer is making the best campaigns with the best landing pages and the best conversion tools. Combined with a Pointwise, I am unstoppable. So make sure you're using as many pieces as possible to capture your audience from the top, middle, and bottom of funnel. Create those landing pages, make sure you're retargeting those people, and gather information to make sure that the people you're targeting with your ad spend are going to be retargeted later. Otherwise, you're just losing money. And most importantly, do not sell to a cold audience.